Hello, fifth graders. Thank you for clicking on this video and getting started with me for math today. If you do not already have the Wednesday math page open on Schoology, please pause the video, open up the Wednesday math page. That way you can split your screen and follow along with me, just like we would do if we were all together learning a math lesson live right now. So pause the video, open that page, and when you're ready, play the video. We'll get started. Okay, today we are going back a few days to what we learned on Friday, which was converting between mixed numbers and improper fractions. Now, when we have a mixed number, it's when there's a whole number and also a fraction. So mixed number is a mix of the two. It's partly a whole number and partly a fraction. Now, an improper fraction is when the numerator, the number on top, is larger than the denominator, the number on the bottom. The way I like to remember an improper fraction is like the top number is almost squishing the bottom number. This 7 is way too big, way too heavy. The 5 is so much smaller, I can't handle it. So we can see that we are going to convert mixed numbers to improper fractions. And then we'll do the opposite. If they give us an improper fraction, we'll convert it to a mixed number. Well, thankfully, the page has all of these steps here, so you can see, okay, if they gave me a mixed number, here are the directions. And if they give me an improper fraction, here are the directions. We can see that number 1 is an improper fraction. I do not see a whole number right here, a big number. So I know this is an improper fraction, not a mixed number. Step number 1 says, divide the numerator by the denominator, which is exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take my numerator, my 8, and I'm going to divide it by my denominator, my 2. And I need to see what 8 divided by 2 is, or how many times 2 can go into 8. What I'm going to do up here is I'm going to count by 2s and see if I can get exactly 8 or pretty close to 8. So we'll count by 2s, since that is what we are dividing by. 2, 4, 6, 8. Look at that. We have a perfect 8. And I can see 2 goes into 8. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. 2 goes into 8 4 times. Which makes sense because we know that division and multiplication are inverse operations. They are opposites. So we can see that 4 times 2 equals 8. When we get to this step here, after we multiply, we have to do subtraction. And we can do 8 minus 8, a quick one, that's 0. Our final answer is going to be 4. I'll rewrite it over here, 4. Now, you may be thinking, well, I remember last Wednesday what we would do is we would take this number, make it the numerator, take the same denominator over here, put it here, which you are right, we did do that. But here's the thing. If we have a 0, that's never going to be the numerator. It wouldn't make any sense to put 0 over 2 because that's the same thing as a 0. It's not needed, so we will never, ever put a 0 as the numerator, as the top number. So if you get a remainder of 0, like we did right here, you just keep it as this whole number. Let's move on to number 2. Number 2, they're giving us a mixed number. I can tell this is a mixed number because I have a number and a fraction. Part number, part fraction, remember? The first thing I want you to do is pretty largely write 2 and 8/9. So you're just rewriting the mixed number that they give you. I'm going to scroll up here and see what my steps are. Okay. If I'm converting mixed numbers to improper fractions, I need to multiply the denominator by the whole number, then add the numerator. So remember our little recipe for success here? What we need to do is we need to take the 9 and multiply it by 2. 9 times 2 is 18. Then we have to take this answer of 18 and add it to the numerator. So we're doing 18 plus 8. 18 plus 8 would give us 26. We know our denominator never changes, so we're going to just leave that as 9. And our final answer is 26/9, or 26/9. Every single time that they give you a mixed number like this, you're going to start by taking the bottom number and multiplying it by the whole number, taking the answer of that multiplication problem, which is right here, 18, and adding it to the numerator. That'll give you your new numerator, and your denominator, your bottom number, will never stay the same. So look, it's a 9 right here, 9 right here. We're going to keep it as a 9 right here. Let's do one more. So this time we can see this is an improper fraction, so we need to turn it into a mixed number. The 11 is way too big. The 3 cannot handle it. So we're going to take our numerator, which is 11, the top number. We're going to divide it by the denominator, which is 3. Since we are dividing by 3, we're going to count by 3s and see if we get 11, since that's what we are dividing into, or if we can get close to 11. So we're going to count by 3s up here. Here we go, 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay. So 12 is larger than 11. 12 is greater than 11. So that's not going to work. I think the closest I can do is if I multiply 3 times 3 and get 9. 3 times 3 equals 9. 11 minus 9 is 2. So what I need to do now is with this 2, I'm going to take it and bring it up here. I'm going to write it pretty small because that's my new numerator. I'm going to put my numerator over 3 because the denominator, the bottom number, never changes. Since our denominator was 3 here, our denominator needs to be 3 over here as well. We know that 11/3 is the same thing. It's equivalent to 3 2/3. Put a box around your final answer. So let's take a look. Let's scroll down to the next page. And I'll help you set up 4 and 5, but you will do the math on your own. And then you will do 6 and 7 by yourself as well. So number 4 is an improper fraction. I don't see any whole numbers here. So we're going to take the numerator, 15, and we're going to divide 15 by 6. Remember, you're going to count by 6s up here and see how close you can get to 15 to help you divide 15 divided by 6. Now for number 5, they give us a mixed number, and we need to convert it to an improper fraction. So I'll help you set it up. We're going to do 1 3/4. I'm just writing it bigger. Remember, you're going to take your denominator and multiply it by your whole number. Whatever your answer is for that, you're going to add it to the numerator. Don't forget, in either type of these problems, the denominator, the bottom number, will never change. So since our denominator is 4, our denominator will remain 4. So to find the numerator, you're going to do the denominator 4 times the whole number 1. Write that answer on this line, 4 times 1. Take that and add it to 3. That will give you your improper fraction. Number 6 will be very similar to number 4, the steps, and number 7 will be really similar to number 5. Good luck, scholars. I know that you can do it. If you have any questions, you can message me on Schoology. I hope that this video was helpful for you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.